In this short interview, 50 minutes, we're talking about liberalization and, of course, the model shift to rail. The Czech Republic was one of the first countries well ahead of other European EU nations with liberalization. It started in the mid-90s. What are the learnings, Michal?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to welcome you at this dialogue. In fact, I'm surprised so many people are here, considering at the other hall is Japanese guys delivering joy on the railway. Yeah, so even for me, and I hope I will not bore you to death. The thing is, at 2011, we have the first experience with the real competition on the railway, and it was company RegioJet. And the thing is that for us, it was a great mind shift. We have to change our mindset that the services, as we do, are no longer that what the customers just expect. For this moment, we thought we are the best, nothing could be improved, but this opened our eyes, this competition opened our eyes, and I believe I could say that nowadays we are much more ahead than our competition, because we are still evolving, and as I see our competition from my point of view, they are still steady in 2011. They just stood there still. And for this liberalization needs to be said that needs to be some firm guidance, some supervisor, because the track capacity is not unlimited resource. Mm-hmm. And there needs to be stable strategy, as mentioned in previous panel, that needs to be stable from like government, from Ministry of Transportation. And we have severe difficult times since 2011, because just for imagination, in role in Ministry of Transportation since 2011 in Czech Republic was 11 changes. 11 changes. So every single year came new minister with new idea how the things could be done.
Okay,
so
that's quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we welcome this competition because it pushes you to be better than you were yesterday, but needs to be supervised by some authority, just not make more mess than is necessary.
Okay. So, and what about developing new connections, for example, international ones? How is that in this market of liberalization?
Yeah, I will just start with the brief figures about the Czech Railways. Czech Railways, we are operating 7,000 trains a day. More than 400 are international one. So it's not a small figures for such a small country like Czech Republic is. And as I believe that the heart pumps the body through the veins, through the body, that we could pump the transport, we could be the heart of the Europe, I mean the Czech Republic. And the thing is that these projects and these international connections we have is quite good nowadays. We basically have 2-hour interval to all major capital cities in neighboring countries. Yeah. We have night connections to European cities, not all of them, but the major, I would say. Yeah. And we plan the new projects. The projects that are ahead, the first one is the Prague-Wroclaw-Gdynia. We start in December 2024. And next one we are really looking for is the Prague-Berlin-Copenhagen. We would like to start in December 2025 or 6. I would say 2025 it will be more challenging. Yeah.
Okay.
But for all this relation, for all this new connection, you need to be prepared and prepare the route like many years in advance. So we are planning this route, this Prague-Berlin-Copenhagen since 2021. We have ordered 20 new train sets from Siemens and Škoda. The contract is worth 500 million euro. No? 500
million
it's going to be
yes.
completely new 20 train sets with 9 units.
Okay, from 2020, okay.
Yeah, so you can just, I believe it will significantly improve the customer experience from the journey.
Okay, yes. So but you're prolonging an existing route. I mean, that's the route Prague-Hamburg that's now going on to...
Exactly,
yes.
Exactly.
And are there other routes where that's going to happen internationally? Or where there's possibility, or where you see a high demand?
We see high demand, and this demand is increasing after the COVID. We are even in pre-COVID numbers in cross-border traveling. But the thing is, we have struggled with the capacity. We don't have infrastructure. In such a condition, we need to fulfill all these needs. But I am glad that our government and our Ministry of Transportation made it clear that we would like to become part of this TEN-T network, and we are developing this high-speed railway, high-speed network. So, and the work already begun. So I believe but it could take some time, as always, when on railway. But this must happen first, so we can offer the service the customer wants. So it's all about the capacity of the track, capacity of the infrastructure, and high speed.
Yes, okay. I see that infrastructure will stay a problem. That's a challenge. Are there any, you also were talking about ticketing. Are there any new developments, technically?
Yeah, the ticketing is very important nowadays. It's about the communication even with the customer. Ticketing is not just about the selling tickets. You need to communicate with the customer before, during, and even after the journey. So the customer will gladly come back once. And we are developing our own mobile app. It's called My Train. We won prize last year in London as the digital champion with this application. I believe it's the premium one. We have the top rating. It's more like PR for us, like 4.5 stars in like Google Store and App Store.
Wow.
And what we offer, we would like to offer like the door-to-door service. We would like to offer all like the seamless experience from the journey. The last release, what we have is, for example, like auto refund. If the train is delayed more than 90 minutes, you will get auto refund for your original payment method. Okay. So, and the customers, they are quite happy about this. We also start this customer experience survey. So we gather all this information, and it goes all with the ticketing. We would like to be in connection with our customers to offer, let's say, last mile solution with the public transport, or with maybe one time, some plane transport, or some like maybe bike sharing, whatever is possible to do. We would like to serve the customers.
Well, that's quite a lot what's happening. Yeah, and which of these do you think is quite essential for the modal shift to convince more people even to
I would
choose
say
for rail?
it's real-time data that the customer on the way in real time know what's happening. So if there is some delay or obstacle or any difficulties or issues that are ahead or waiting for him in next destination on the track, he needs to be informed what's happening and how it's going to be solved. So right now we have this real-time data. We are just like this. Our customer passenger has the same amount of information as our onboard crew, I would say.
That's often, yeah. That's okay. That is the current status like that, yeah, that they have the same information. Because I mean, I know from some countries where even customers had more information than the actually train staff. So, but it's.
No, like we would like to share, so everybody knows what's going to happen and how we're going to solve it. So the customer needs to feel comfortable in his seat.
Okay, thanks a lot. I don't see how far we are in time because we have a couple of minutes left. And are there any questions from the audience that we can answer or that Michal can answer?
I would like to say one more thing. It's it's quite interesting figures. I will pick just two. What is the competition from our point of view? If you imagine that average Czech citizen travels 24 kilometers a day, is his average journey. And from this 24 kilometers, just 2 kilometers done by train, 2 done by bus, and 20 kilometers are done by cars. So we don't compete with flight, with planes, we don't compete with the bus. Basically, we need to get people on board from cars. And that's the way how to even like reduce the carbon footprint we are leaving. And when we were also investigating about the competition with flight transport and what is the border for passengers to, let's say, prefer the train, I would say the duration of the train ride is for many customers around 6 hours. It used to be just 4. And if I have to consider whether I choose a plane or train, under 6 hours I will never choose a plane if there is direct connection with the train. And this could be
So you mean the average time that people want to spend, or that was common to take the train, the maximum time was 4 hours and it changed to 6 hours?
Yes, I think it's extending and it's happening based on the additional services we are offering on board. It's not just the infotainment, it can be like even like the food experience, like all these put together. It like motivates the customer to prefer the train connection.
Yeah. That's an interesting topic, because I mean, what about the restaurants in your trains? Because I mean, you have famous, the Czech board service is famous, at least in Germany and in other countries. Do they stay? Do they stay?
So. Warmly welcome on board. We have craft beer Pilsen, best in the world.
Fantastic.
And one more, just the figures, just to be aware. If I was mentioning, we are getting 20 new train sets. From Siemens Škoda. It's called ComfortJet. It's the upper class of railjet. It's well known nowadays, I believe. And the capacity of the railjet of this one train set is about 600 people. And the train cost around 25 million euro.
25.
And if you compare to Boeing 787 Dreamliner, capacity is 400 people, so it's less. And the price is 20 million US dollars, sorry, 22 million US dollars. So almost the same price, but we have the higher capacity. So I believe this, but theirs was faster on the other hand. But I think we could be competitive in a real market and an open market.
Okay, and when will they be introduced, these new trains? When
we are already, already are in circuit. We have our own test circuit in our country. And if everything goes well, as I believe, you can see the trains on track in year 2024, so next year.
Next year already. And on which route? The main?
We will put them on like the first, like the test rides, you know, and it's going to be the international long cross-border, we believe the Prague, Berlin, Hamburg.
Okay, great, exciting. Well, thanks a lot, Michal. Once again, because now we have a strict schedule. If there's anything you want to add, or if there's any questions from the audience. I see question. Helene, yes. Is there a microphone for...
If you have just one, I can... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, I'm Hélène Valenzuela, and I'm the CEO of Wigo in Spain. And I would like to know what happened with the track access fees in the Czech Republic when you opened the market. I understand that the state lowered the track access fees in order to give an incentive to competition, or how did it work in the opening of your market?
The track access fees?
Yes, what you pay to the infrastructure manager to...
Yeah, in fact, the price for the train access is the steady. So we don't, we do not own the infrastructure.
Yeah, but you pay to the infrastructure.
Yeah, we pay,
my question is, did
it's still the same. There is no significant increase since 2015. So we pay basically the same price. It's not it doesn't have a role or impact on the liberalization in our condition. So it's not the mechanism the state is using to regulate.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I see one more there.
So since you spoke about the app and about distribution of tickets, I believe that you already sell tickets for competitors. I was wondering, or at least through the internet channel, you sell tickets for competitors as one tickets. I was wondering if you could expand on that, or if you could explain what the challenges have been selling tickets effectively for the competition.
Yeah, very briefly, I would say it's about the relationship between the two key players who are willing to sell each other, and it's about some fairness and about some framework, I would say, because we struggled. Our tickets are and were sold and oversold by third parties without we even know about it. And then we lost all this link or connection to our customers, because when he doesn't buy directly from us or our partner, as you mentioned, or we don't have a way how to get in touch with him and get him the information we would like to share. So that's what we struggle with, but it's not happening when we make some fair deal and contract and framework with other players. So, but it's necessary to avoid these third parties, I would say like the black resellers. That's something that's making harm to all of stakeholders in the game. And in the first place for the customers, and it makes the bad name and bad PR for the incumbents. So.
Okay, thanks a lot, Michal.